This video will add some additional calculations to the ones that were shown on the last video. I've left those calculations on this sheet because we will need some of these numbers to answer the questions posed by the additional information on the bottom of the sheet, starting with the coefficient of variation. The formula for that is the standard deviation, so I've typed equal, highlighted the standard deviation, divided by the mean times 100. I've entered all of that into Excel, and when I press the enter key, it returns 30.53, which is the coefficient of variation. In the next box is the 25th percentile. Last time we calculated the first and third quartile. Well, quartiles are nothing more than specialized percentiles. The first quartile and 25th percentile are exactly the same. And there is a separate function, percentile, that we could have used to develop the number. We would have typed in equal, entered percentile, and selected percentile exc as the function that we wanted to use. Then we would highlight the data, put in a comma, and entered 0.25 to represent the 25th percentile. When we hit enter, it returns 7, which is the same number we developed above. For the 43rd percentile, and sometimes you need odd percentiles, we would use the same function. So we would start entering percentile, and again we would use percentile exc. We would highlight the data, put in the comma, and enter 0.43 to produce 9.16 as the 43rd percentile. For the 63rd percentile, we would enter percentile again, use the same function, highlight the data, put in the comma, and enter 0.63. Hitting enter will again return the 63rd percentile. Listed below that is a place to put in the 5-number summary. 5-number summaries are used quite often in statistics. And what it consists of, obviously, is 5 numbers. The first is the minimum, which we'll put in a minute. Then would be the first quartile. Following that would be the median, and the median could also be called the second quartile. Then your third quartile, and then lastly the maximum number in the list. So now that we've labeled all of the columns, we will actually go into the statistics above and pick up the actual numbers. For the minimum, we would say equals, and we would pick up the minimum, which is 5. The first quartile from above, again, is 7. The median, or second quartile, if we chose to call it that, is 10. And the third quartile from above, again, is 12. And lastly, the maximum number from above. These, in addition to what the first video showed, demonstrate how Excel will help you to do the calculations that will save you a lot of time and, more importantly, be very accurate, which is important in developing the proper statistical numbers.